So, when it comes to colorism in the Hispanic communities, there's three types of Hispanics. There's the indigenous Hispanic, there's the light skinned slash white skinned Hispanic, and then there's Afro Hispanics. So, when it comes to indigenous, they're more of a brown complex, the white skinned slash light skinned Hispanic, they're kind of like, they're already that. And then Afro Hispanic, they're like they're mixed with indigenous but with black as well. So what I wanted to talk about today was the colorism within the community. And yes, before anyone says, oh, it exists worldwide, yes, I know it exists worldwide, and it also exists in a lot of other groups too, but I want to specifically talk about colorism in my community. So when it comes to Hispanics, we kind of tend to glorify like being, you know, with light-skinned people or white-skinned people because it's I know this is going to sound so stupid, but there's a term in my community where it says mejorar la raza, which means to better the race. So whenever um you see people in the Hispanic community kind of like going at it with each other, it's because usually the lighter skinned or the white skinned Hispanic will be racist to another Hispanic, but either it being a cultural difference, like different cultures and different food and things like that, or it'll just straight up be colorism and be like, yeah, I don't like this group of people because their skin complexion or because they have a lot of indigenous roots. And I will say this as well, I never really understood that idea and like where it came from, but I do think I know where it came from, and it comes from white supremacy and a lot of people being like, oh yeah, well, if you date, and even I've had family members tell me this, like, oh well, if you date, a white girl, you're gonna make the race better and stuff. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, why are you like so worried about who I'm going to be with? Because usually, and I'll say this, when I'll give you an example. If a white woman is with a Hispanic guy, usually 9 times out of 10, the Hispanic guy's family will be like, yeah, we welcome her and stuff. And, the comments of that video could be really positive and stuff. But then when it comes to like a black woman dating a Hispanic guy, sadly, because most of the Hispanic community is colorist and it ties with white supremacy, a lot of the times the family is going to not really be so accepting because of colorism and racism. And usually, when I see videos of like a black person and a Hispanic person together, usually the comments are super, super angry. Like, I don't know what it is with our Hispanic community and just being so colorist, and it's just so disappointing to see sometimes. It's like you're so worried about, the color of a person's skin, but yet you're not worried if, oh, well, how is this person going to treat, my family member, or is this person really good for them, or hey, does this person make you feel loved and stuff? No, we're all worried about the skin complexion, about someone that they're willingly choosing to date, which I never understood and I probably will never understand, because it's like you could see a beautiful indigenous or a beautiful Afro Latina, but because of your internalized racism and because of your family being racist or colorist and not accepting, you know, darker skin complexion or not liking the idea of the kid will be darker, you're just not happy with that. And I will say this as well. It's so shameful to see my people like in the comments like typing and being like, "Oh yeah, well, we don't want you to mix with this dark skinned person or this other brown person. We want you to either mix with our own people or mix with the white person to quote unquote mejorar la raza, which again means to better the race, which I always found really, really weird because it's like just love who you want to love. It's not that deep, you know? Like, I know there's cultural differences when someone's gonna date outside of their culture, but just love who you want to love. It's not that hard of a concept, but sadly, in some communities, specifically my Hispanic community, it's so hard for people to grasp